Hi, I'm Effie Sampson, and this is my submission for Search for a Star competition in the game design category. So I've gone for a mix of like a building simulation and kind of restaurant tycoon kind of game. So the object of it is to build a little train track, and you put down your little train and the train follows the train track and you deliver the food to the customer, and the point is to get as many points as you can, like the highest score that you can get, by either collecting points from these various effectors down the side or avoiding the ones that might steal things from you or bring your points total down. So I'll just dive right in. So the player starts at their stall. These meshes as well were all from Sketchfab, so this is purely based on what the mechanics and things. So this is your own little stall, and you're supposed to build reputation by delivering the food to the customers. The sliders at the top left of the screen are showing the player what they're tracking. So the top one is the amount of food on the train, and the middle one is the heat of the food, which both start at max because you're about to set off with the food, so there's nothing wrong with it. And the bottom one is the reputation of the stall that you can try and build on your way around. So you can have a little walk around and see what's going on, so you can plan your route, see what's going to affect you in a negative way, make sure you know where you're supposed to be delivering your food to, which is the green table. And you can also use a top-down view to kind of map it out if you want to count squares or things like that and plan your route a little bit more in depth. So the start point is always a static start point, and the player starts with a certain amount of track, which would vary depend on how big the level was and how much they had to get around. So in this one they start with 50 straight tracks and then 6 each of left and right, and then the last one in the bottom slide bar there is the end piece of track, so that's just to finish it off. And then you have to put your train down as well, just very similar to the track. So I'll just start building. So when the track's facing the wrong way, they can turn the track round. When the track's facing the wrong way, obviously they get these little arrows, and then when the track's connected, the arrows disappear, just to kind of highlight whether the train is going to go or not. And I wanted it to be really kind of just like variable. They can build it wherever they want, they can put the track wherever they want, they can go choose whichever direction, really. So the yellow stalls are speed boosts that make the train go a little bit faster, because as soon as this train sets off, they start losing heat of the food. And if they go past a little speed boost, they can get to the customer faster, meaning that they don't have cold food upon arrival. These arrival stalls where there's queues. Some queues are longer and some queues are shorter. It makes no difference the size of the queue, but if you drive past, the customers might kind of see the train and get excited and then want to come to your stall, so that's a little reputation boost for your stall. This is bumps in the road. They're just to represent a kind of uneven surface, which might kind of jostle the food off the train. And then the children will give you a reputation boost because children love trains. Dogs will steal food from your train. The blue stands will give you food back, so like in the form of like little tasters or something. And right here I'm gonna reroute this track a little bit to try and get both of these stalls, because this yellow one here is also going to give me a bit of fuel back, helping the heat of the stall. So if I just do a little detour, I should be able to benefit from both of these stalls. And most routes you can get to with what you've got in your inventory, but some routes do require you to be a bit smarter about putting down track. So the player can pick up track once the train is set off, and then place it ahead of the train before it reaches its destination. So they can kind of cheat with where they're supposed to be able to cheat, put down track after the train's already set off and kind of change things in real time. Here we are about to knock this child over, but that's let's just ignore that portion. So once you've built the track wherever they want, oops, I actually did that completely by accident, because I added in a function where you can completely get rid of all the track, and I really should have done a confirmation button on that, because that was a complete accident. Yeah, because if a player wants to change a lot of track, it can get quite annoying to kind of individually take them down one by one. So and that was part of the feedback that I received, was that it was quite annoying to kind of change a large portion of track if players wanted to kind of just change it halfway through, or change their mind about where they wanted to go. So I added in a delete all track button, and yeah, like I said, I really should have added in a confirmation, are you sure you want to delete all the track, because it's right, the button for that is right next to the top down view map, so quite possibly not the best place to put that. I am building this track because I do happen to have insider knowledge that it is the best track. So I wanted to just demonstrate a kind of good route, and then a bad one. So yeah, once you've got your track down, you can have a little look, plan your route, or see if you've missed anything, like maybe I wanted to go around here and get something, or maybe there's something over here I could have got. It's actually okay, so I'm going to pop the train down. I've used almost all the track. Now it does move quite jittery, I'll admit that, and I couldn't quite sort that out. I did try and smooth him out. So in this, you're just trying to balance the sliders at the top there, so he gets a little heat boost as he goes past, and he gets his food boost as he's dropped his food and come back, and got his reputation boost, and at the end you get a little star rating, and this can vary quite a lot depending on if you detour, depending on how long the track is, if you got like a speed boost or anything that slowed down the rate of cooling. There's loads of things that can affect all the sliders and give you like your end score. And then I wanted it to be quite a competitive, like between friends or between your own self, if you wanted to, you know, get the best score. So I added in a little points total, so you could always see what kind of where you're up to and try and beat your high score. Right, so this time I'm just going to go in the opposite way and try and kind of showcase what happens when you run out of track and how you can kind of get around it. So I'm just going to really quite quickly make the track rather than thinking too much about points, but I am going to do like a little detour thing here and just try and like grab those points. You'd have to be quite close to the things like the points effectors, so I don't want to Oh, we can't actually run over the children. That would be terrible. So we'll go around them. Run them over a tiny bit. Can I go around the dog? I'm actually not even going to run out of track on that route, so I'll just do this to demonstrate. Once you've put the train down, you can start picking up the track behind him and he'll keep on moving. So whilst he's moving in real time, you can kind of just build the track ready for him. So if you do end up running out of track pieces, you can kind of cheat it a little bit like that, but cheating within the realms of like you're supposed to do that, like a correct cheating, if you will. So yeah, that's my little track building game. And just a little walkthrough of the menu there. I added some little tips on the menu, so just to help players out that are just randomised. And that's everything. Thank you for watching.